なぞるたび傷ついても全てを背負い前に進む覚悟がある輝ける明日へ Fly away 終わらないストーリー Blaze out
Welcome to Manga Talk, the manga podcast where we read a lot of manga one volume at a time, all the time. I'm Kyle, the OTAKU husband.
And I'm Matt.
Alright, and this week we are reading Seishi Kishimoto's Blazer Drive, Volume 4. Now, Matt, what do you think of what are your predictions?
Predictions, I think Daichi is going to do something cool and then talk about how cool he is. I is going to talk about women power, and I think is going to continue to be my spirit animal.
Pretty much. Alright, now it begins. Blazer Drive, Volume 4. Okay, so we start at Volume 4, which is the Chapter 11 of the entire series, Pride of a Woman.
Gasp! Already off to a great start.
The women's pride.
Yep.
But I do like the picture of Misora holding the Miss sticker, holding her hand out like up to her eye, and then we see the book of Tengoku right behind her.
Yeah.
Tengoku's
actually, color scheme looks really cool. Like,
yeah.
I forgot. Like I forgot what it looked like in color, and yeah, it's just like it's like a pink like a border around it, and it just looks.
Yeah, it does look. He does look really cool, or it looks really cool.
Yeah, the gentleman book, the perfect gentleman.
Which
I do think it's one of the same the same not the same thing that all anime protagonists suffer from. Of course, Misora gets a Miss sticker that has the exact same color scheme has.
That she does. Yeah, that's so weird. No, like that is weird because the book is technically pinkish red. And she had, and her hair scheme is red, and she wears a pink jacket.
Yeah, it's her book. It's perfect for her.
It's her mysticker. And then we see we're seeing the battle go on with Kuroki and Shuga. Shuga, down, down. But no,
just stop.
But no, Kuroki and Sugar are still duking it out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Looks pretty cool. Like, Kuroki's just anticipating, like, Suga's next move.
Yeah. Now, I know we've comparisons between this series and Naruto. This hallway that they're in, this like underground gas station.
Yeah.
Doesn't it remind you building that they do the tuning exams in?
Yeah.
The color scheme on like the.
Yeah, it does, and it's like Seishi Kishimoto. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, buddy?
It's like whenever it comes out in color, it's just like, oh, okay, so he's literally just taking it. Okay.
Like the Naruto comparison. And this happened with Danji, the bug guy. I mean,
yep.
Literally, the color scheme. It's like no, bad twin, bad.
Anyway.
Yeah. But now, Kuroki's like, he's still thinking about the battle, He's like thinking of how hard it is, like just to beat Shuga.
Yeah, like he's trying to figure out his power. Like he thought his power was
Shadows.
fruit stuff. But he just thought his power was just passing through stuff in general. But then it's like when he popped his head out of his stomach, it's like, but he wouldn't be able, like, where's the rest of his body? Like, why is it just his head? And he just like he can't understand it. He doesn't know what the deal is.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he starts putting it together. Uh, After Shuga shoots his Kuroki's stomach and then tries to like stab him with the.
Yeah, he's like, "Hello,
I'm here.
here's
And
Suga."
it does one of those fake out scenes where you see the black needle go forward and you see Kuroki there and the needle like
It looked like it went through his
yeah,
eye and like right outside his
like
head.
in the side of his face or whatever. You see the blood spurt and then it's like, oh nope, he actually dodged at the cheek. It's fine.
Yeah, it cut the cheek, and then like Kuroki starts biting it.
Yep.
Like he just goes, "Kush!" Like shit, dude.
I do.
And like, and then while he's biting it, he's still thinking like, okay, what location? Where is he actually at in the location?
Yeah, like what is the difference or what is the similarities between this and the last time his power be? And wait, we were under a bridge. What?
And then
But then we like forget about that. We got to go.
yeah, and now we go back to now we head back to Misora and her battle with Danji.
All she sees is darkness, and she's trying to think like, where is she? What just happened?
Like,
And she
what do I
remembers, oh
remember?
yeah,
Like,
I was.
she's remembering like, oh yeah,
Pokemon.
I was falling with all my mist stickers flying out of my bag.
Yeah.
And then she
Sounds about right.
Yeah, she put Tengoku on. Everything went back, and she heard Danji just going ka 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 ka, and laughing.
Women are weak.
Shows how he's showing how much of a feminist he is.
Yeah, his woman pride.
And then she starts thinking back, like, okay, she wants to do everything for the crew. Daichi.
She can't die yet. She hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
So, and then we see outside. We see
Danji
Danji no Jiraiya
Danji
standing
no Jiraiya.
above. Yeah, standing at the top, looking down. You see Tengoku on the ground, and then Danji like races. I don't know, construction hole that they're in.
Yeah, and I think it still kind of reminds me of the Chunin exam. This area too almost looks like the arena.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Danji runs all the way down here. Now I'm surprised, like these Geta sandals look like he's on top of grenades.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised not one of them exploded.
Yeah.
And just
I'm just surprised with like you just see this shot of him like and like the ball like skating across the ground and all this stuff, and it's like obviously his like wooden sandals are supposed to be these like traditional sandals, but they have balls on the bottom of them instead of the wooden plank. But it's like how does he stand on them? To me, that looks like something that would snap your ankle right in half.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Maybe underneath it's like flat underneath.
I guess.
Could be like that. Could.
I mean, like he's like they do look like grenades, so maybe they just have a lot of grip to them.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking, too. Like, or maybe there's just like a flat underneath to like the bottom of it, or some
either way,
or some shit like that. But then he calls Tengoku a Jack in the Box.
Yeah. And this is one of those many other things in anime where characters just like think think an obvious thing is different, and it's like Tengoku's obviously a book, but like nope, he's a Jack in the Box now. And then Tengoku gets all mad about that and starts talking, as giant. And he's like, I'm not a Jack in the Box. I'm a perfectly square gentleman.
Which he says he's a gentleman, But then but a little jump to later, he basically makes a "don't assume my gender" joke,
Yeah.
and even though he calls itself a gentleman.
What are you saying? Gentlemen can't be anything other than men?
I but
That's
men,
sexist. You can't say that.
but literally, man is in the word. But still, anyways. But Tengoku, I like how they do like with the text bubble, how he speaks in like a square, because this also does it to people who are like kind of like more overly polite to the point of being like robotic
Yeah.
in a sense.
Everything is very proper, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, because another manga like Nanatsu no Taizai, Gother also speaks exactly in this way as well, where his text bubbles are actually completely square.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's
I never really put two and two together, but yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, because he kind of speaks more like overly proper, or like a robot, or like in a sense with him is more like a robot
Yeah.
in a sense.
Emotionless.
Yeah.
I guess emotionless isn't right because Tengoku's at least showing a lot of emotion.
Yeah. But it's showing that he's not a human being, he's an inanimate object speaking
Yeah.
in a sense, and that's actually really cool. And Danji gets like all surprised by this. He still calls it
It's a talk
he still calls it a
box.
jack in a
It's
box.
like
And it's like
he thinks that Misora has a transformation Smith sticker and turned into a book, and
oh
yeah,
like
and then he says that's like I'm not a girl, I'm not a boy nor a girl, I'm a book.
yeah. But this is, you remember the cat girl?
Yeah,
We finally find out her name.
yeah. Her name is finally dropped here.
Yeah, Neru. Like Neru. Like really, they finally name drop her now.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that woman.
Yeah, like the fuck. Because they never said her name when she was first introduced with Danji.
Hey, I'll give the manga props for it. Like, it is one of those things where it's like think about it realistically. You're to go destroy some rival gang. Are you gonna intro before you start killing them? I wouldn't. I'd just do my job and get out of there.
Yeah,
So,
well, true, but like, but no, like but to like One Piece or even Naruto did this too, to introduce somebody that would have like at least a little square or something, and say like, hey, this is who this is. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, without having to actually say a character name drop or them saying who they are.
yeah, just point it out for them.
Yeah, to point out to the reader like, okay, this is who this is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, but they didn't do that.
Nope.
That's how much of a character she was.
Yeah, she only existed to show off what Tenjik and
And
could do.
Yuka.
Yuka.
Yeah, like you said, he basically yells at him for assuming his gender. His gender is book.
Yes. And see, this is where see he's a gentle man. He's not a gentle boy. Okay, he specifically says he's not a boy or anything about being a man.
Yeah, he's a book.
He's a bookman.
He's a bookman. His gender is book.
Like I mean, I don't know about like. I mean, I guess it is kind of typical, I guess is the word I'm looking for,
Mm.
where he points out that it's like he realizes like, oh, okay, I get it. You're not a transformation sticker. You're a summon type friend miss sticker, and
Yeah,
he says that's like think that like like what a coincidence to think
Think
who uses a something
something similar
because
that I do. You know what I mean?
yeah, like his bug mysticker is also a summon type, and kind of like like typical where it's like Misora's whole like pride of the woman stuff, and then there's Danji is very
Misogyn,
anti-feminist, yeah,
yeah, misogynist.
misogynistic,
Yeah,
and and then they also happen to both use summon type stickers. It's like they're literally just foils to each other,
yeah,
and
yeah. You are right about that, and it's kind of obvious who's gonna win. It is kind of even though Misora is badass in this chapter, it's kind of obvious who's gonna win.
yeah, I mean she's well, I mean to be fair, she's main character or
Yeah,
she's protagonist. She
she
has
is
to win.
she is half protagonist, so yeah.
Yeah, she okay, she's side protagonist.
Yeah, well, she's the main
That's what
female.
she is. Let's be
She's the
real.
heroine. She's the main heroine. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
so she does have some protagonist powers. But I like how she comes out of the book too. Like she literally just like pushes out and just kind of steps out of
yeah.
Tengoku. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, Donji starts talking more about how it's like, oh my God, she used you to hide. Women really are pathetic creatures, and it's just like, all right, man, you're just being a dick at this point.
Yeah, I know
But
he is.
but yeah, and then Misora pushes the book open and steps out of it, and it's just like your voice is so annoying, I can hear it from the inside.
Yeah, seriously, and it's like just slap a just slap a fedora on him and call him a neckbeard at this point on Dungeon. At this point,
Yeah, really.
like, and then Tengoku is talking to Misora like, oh yeah, you kind of. I haven't seen. He thought Tengoku thought Misora was Yuyuka, because that's how long it's been since Yuyuka used Tengoku apparently.
Yep.
And just
I
look at
mean, like she even says that it's like she couldn't even like master it. Yeah, she just all this time.
yeah, so Tengoku was meant for Misora,
Oh, so here's a Japanese question for you. Ojo-sama,
which
is
means
that different from
it
sama?
Ojo-sama means like young lady, or like pretty much like young lady, pretty much,
Okay.
or like kind of like sometimes you would call a princess like instead of like
Yeah.
Ohime-sama, Ojo-sama, something of royalty, or
Yeah.
like
So like I guess like the house like a madam, if you will, would be a
yeah,
sama, and then her daughter would be an Ojo-sama.
yeah, Ojo-sama, or it could also be madam as well. Yeah, I mean, Ojo-sama could
Okay.
also be madam as well. Sama is just a higher, is a horrific for
Yeah.
a higher word of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. It's your daily Japanese lesson. I'm sure we'll get to more.
yeah, oh yeah,
um, uh, But yeah, so Misora explains like, "Oh no, I'm Misora," and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, like please apologize. I'm a gentleman."
yeah. Like
And
I would love to see this in like an anime form. You know,
yeah,
like Tengoku
definitely,
having a voice. Like I would like to hear that. I would like to see what Tengoku's voice would be like.
yeah. I'm trying to think now. Like, would do you think it would be like high pitched Goku voice, or like him like a deep voice?
I would go for more of hmm, and I would say like I want it to be like Shigeru Chiba, the voice, like voice of Buggy and like the narrator for Fist of the North Star and
I
other
can see that.
yes, or
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Wataru Takagi would be another voice actor I would like to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or have you seen Golden Boy?
No, I have not.
No, Mitsuo Iwata, who plays the main character. He plays Tetsuo in Akira.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would like to hear him as well play.
I don't think he has the voice for Tengoku, personally.
I mean, maybe like I mean, But like those are just my top three choices. But if a woman had to play it, I would say Masako Nozawa. You know what I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I could see that, like, or like a Mayumi Tanaka, like Luffy's voice. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
I could see that as well. You know what I mean. But other than that, I mean, just those three, Wataru Takagi, Shigeru Chiba, and Mitsuo Iwata, I would say would be perfect voices.
You know what? I think. Oh God. He doesn't talk, does he? No. I was gonna say the oh God, what's the series called? The uh the genie from Magi.
Oh,
The
from Magi.
Yeah, the first genie, not the one from the flute, because like I said, I don't think he ever talks, but the fire genie that is that Aladdin gets his sword from, little magic knife
Oh
thing.
yeah,
No, it's the sword that becomes a knife later on when he learns to wield it.
I know who you're talking about, but I forget who voiced him.
Yeah, I don't know voice actors, but his voice I think would be
Would
perfect for it.
Yeah, like if I heard that voice again, maybe I would see that. But like I haven't read or seen Magi in like a long time.
Yeah, they decided to go on Sinbad's story, and it's like, well, that's cool and all, but I want to know more about what's going on with the rest of the world.
Yeah, with
But
Aladdin and Alibaba, and
yeah,
it's more that yeah, Sinbad wasn't that interesting.
yeah, it's like, okay, he's like the greatest genie owner person there is. Like, all right, that's cool. We don't need to know his backstory,
Yeah.
but they decided to do that, and then it killed the series, as far as I'm concerned, because they haven't made another season since.
Well, they continued the manga for both of those actually. Sinbad's a spin-off manga too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Well, either way,
anyways,
Maji's great. Make more of it. Going
yeah.
back to this.
Yeah,
Um,
Magi's good. What's back to our good old Blazer Drive with Tengoku here.
yeah, and Misora's getting mad because he's all like, "All you do is make fun of him, but you're born from a woman," and he's all like, "Pfft, that's an excuse."
Yeah,
Which I
it's
don't
like
understand his logic behind this, but this is what he says.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
the writing they.
yeah. This is the writing. It's like he does not give a shit. Like okay, why do you make fun of women? Your mom's a woman, and she's like, and he basically gave me like the so what of it?
Yeah,
That's what he gave.
yeah, but Misora's gonna show him the pride and will of women, and but he doesn't care, and he unleashes his
His
insect
army of
swarm
bugs,
attack.
and she uses
Yeah,
a fire mysticker, which Misora here is starting to actually be like actually starting to be like a good blazer kind of thing.
using her brain, she thinks things.
She thinks it over, unlike Daichi, who just kind of just punches and thinks later.
Yeah, yeah, punch later.
It Daichi's like, this little flame can't do nothing, woman. Now make me a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, use that fire in the kitchen.
Like, and then Tengoku's like wondering like, what did you call me here for then? It's like, and she's like, and Misora just talked about it, like no, that's
Like,
just shut up.
we don't for that. No, I'm a gentleman. I have to talk to you.
I have to protect the angels on this square.
Yeah, as perfect as the
Angles
like
at the
or yeah,
angles.
angles on the square. Like it's just like that's his whole deal. He's perfect. He's perfectly square and everything.
He makes square jokes.
Yeah, he's perfect. But yeah. So call me Misora in the way, and a bunch of bugs, and
Yeah, which Tengoku like sucks them all up.
yeah, one of Tengoku's powers is he can eat a Mysticker's power, and then he can analyze it, and then like give out its stats. which I think is just kind of ridiculous. Where
So he's basically the walking, talking like analyzer Pokedex.
but it's like it's weird. Like, so he eats it and everything, and then he's like, okay, Buki, the mosquito armament. Its element is attack power of 40, defense of
Defensive
10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, why do they have attack and defense? Like, what is this?
I guess it's a stronger offense one than defense.
Yeah, but they have values. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But it gets even more weird where he decides to use two wind stickers, two level 1 wind mystickers on top
On
and
top of the Kabuki one.
yeah, and it's like he talks like, oh yeah, so Kabu is wind, so if I use wind, then it will increase its power by like that much. And then Tengoku's even like, oh well, level 1 is an attack and defense of 10. As an attack power, or no, it's a attack of 10, a defense of 0. Two of them have 20, so add that to the Kabuki. It's 60 and 10, and because it's actually a, and it's like it's just yeah, like why like.
But wait. Okay, with the defense though, where the fuck did this 50 come from?
Yeah, right. So the defense of 0. Kabuki has a defense of 10, so adding 2 wind stickers on top of it
Makes it 50?
wind element. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the math logic here does not make sense. And this sort of just tell him, like, stop analyzing, let's just do shit.
Yeah.
And Donji just releases, like, a storm of bugs.
Yeah. What is it? Oh god, why would you put black image?
It's a Kabuki... Kabuki
Niname?
Kanban. And, yeah, it's like Mosquito Precious Dance of Complete Darkness.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, literally, it's... And it's like, oh my god.
Yep.
It's huge. Look at all those bugs. Like, that would sound creepy if this was adapted to a goal. It's like...
The locust swarm right there. Like, that is like apocalyptic plague levels of locusts right there.
Of mosquitoes, I mean.
Yeah. But so he unleashes a giant attack, and Tengoku manages to block it. But he, so it the mosquitoes fly around him and attack Misora from the side. But then it's okay because she uses her own wind mysticker
to block it.
I think right. Is it wind or is it fire?
It's a wind. I think it's a wind one. Yeah, it's the wind.
Yeah.
She used it on top of the fire.
She uses wind with fire and creates herself away from the bug.
Yeah, she made herself into basically a bomb to dodge it. And he's like, and Misora's kind of cool. She's like, "Wow, you still worry about me even though you're a mysticker." And he's like, "That's why I'm a perfect gentleman."
Book.
He's a gentle book.
So no, here's something that I just like I had to shake my head at, where so she uses she combines the wind and the fire sticker, creates the explosion, and there's a cloud which honestly stays unnaturally long time because smoke dissipates. But yeah, so there's just this cloud of smoke that's just like in the area, and then it's like, oh well, we have an idea, quick, let's hide in the smoke so that this and everything, and then runs in there
and like
walks around the smoke.
You would think Donji could actually you would think Donji could be like at least see silhouettes.
Yeah, it's not even that. He walks around to see where they were, and they're just gone. where did like dumbass? It's a smoke cloud. Like even like it gets to a point where it's like well like Tengoku explains how his power works. He absorbs other than Misora has to
Recreate it.
sticker on on another page um, to reproduce that sticker
Which that's a
and
cool
like control it and whatnot.
which that's a really cool idea.
I mean, it's a cool idea, but it's like I just didn't understand. That's like, why doesn't it just? So like the pen that she uses is like
Shaped like a
because it's like the
key.
key pen or whatever, and it's like this which is the one that like has the image on it and everything has a little like lock on it. So the key to like unlock it, the sticker from the inside or whatever. Like why does she have to redraw it? Didn't really understand that, but I mean
Yeah.
it's a cool power nonetheless.
Yeah, there is some weird logic. I think to release the sticker from the page, that's what it is. And then but if she wants to use the actual power, she has to redraw she has to draw it. I guess that's
Maybe.
maybe that's my logic here.
Okay, I'll accept.
Yeah.
Either way, so he also goes in and he explains exactly what we just said. It's like redraw this on the other on redraw the image on the seal page on the release page, and then I can summon it and use it and everything, and lanes the up to the hold on they give it a name. It's the uh, Gokaru Eno no Kashira. Yeah. Gokaru Eno no Shira, no Kashira,
Yeah.
which is the Grand Salamander, leader of the Flame Emperor, which sounds fucking badass. But but yeah. Anyway, the cloud that they're disappears, and then Donji is sitting there and is like, "Oh, you were oh my god!" And it's like there's
It's like
smoke there. Like,
yeah, I know, and I like when we see when Besora's like trying to draw the dragon,
oh yeah, it's
and it looks like
an
shit.
artist. Yeah,
It looks really bad.
it looks like something a 5-year-old would make. I mean, granted, she is in the middle of a fight,
Yeah,
but
which yeah,
it's pretty bad.
yeah. But this power, I will admit, this power would be like if somebody could like distract the villain long enough.
Yeah, it's definitely it's not. It has very complicated. It takes some setup.
Yeah, it takes some setup. Yeah, and she's like, wow, my spiritual power got drained or something.
Yeah, because basically she pours it into the draw the
To drawing.
image because like it was on it, but nothing comes out, and
And she has to like
it's like you have to
she has to sign it right after.
yeah she has to sign her name on it.
So like, this is my OC. Do not steal.
Yeah, this is my character. And I like how when it's like when she's done, like the big reveal is Tengoku closes, jumps up,
Does like
and
a little
then
dance and just like throws it up. Like
yeah, and I just love the fact I and like looking like crazy his mouth and he's like vomiting out like the drawing. And then even like Misora sitting there, it's like, wow, that's not manly at all.
yeah, that's not that's kind of disgusting. And all of a sudden, it just looks like adorable.
Yeah,
With the little.
it
With
looks
the
like what is it like or something like that? Where
it looks like Chibi from Dragon Drive.
yeah,
Chibi
Chibi
from Dragon Drive.
Yeah, that's what I thought when it spat that out, and it's like it's adorable. But yeah, even just can't help but laugh. It's like what the hell is that little thing?
Yeah, I know. Even Donji, like this is the only part where I was like, okay, I'm with you on Donji. On this.
I do like how even Tengoku's looking at the dragon, and it's like I don't want, but your drawing really isn't good.
Good. Yeah, like yeah, literally, like, your drawings are not that good. Hell, at least
Yeah.
it looks better than what it actually looked like on paper.
Yeah.
I will admit,
Apparently, it looked better than the first time that Yuka tried using it, but
it just
it's just like not by much.
not by much. You're right. And he just calls her like, you stupid broad. I'm gonna do something different now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna so he
Shu
drops
Shuen
yeah
o Kuromaku Oroshi.
finale, or the finale black curtain um, descends down upon Misora, and
Which, with all
luckily,
these mosquito bites, which is
yeah,
gonna suck afterwards when she's done battling them.
yeah. That I think we just kind of like branched over it, or like passed over it, but yeah, apparently the insects like they attack people and they suck out blood
Yeah,
or
we
something like that.
we saw in I believe when he was introduced.
Go.
Yeah, he did. He took some guy down with it. The last
Okay.
volume, I think. So
How that happened? Sure.
like some NPC got taken down.
Yeah, but opens up and eats Misora to protect her from the bugs, and then spits out some of the bugs that he that got inside Dor.
Yeah,
And Donji sits there and keeps trying to attack. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Uh,
yeah.
uh,
Which he has another bug s mysticker called
yeah,
Danjuro
yeah. Apparently, Kabuki and Danjiro are like a two-part.
sticker.
Danjiro literally only exists to Kabuki,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I know, and but I do like Danjuro looks pretty cool. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, it does. Um, I don't know if this was like a translation error. They do have a page where,
It might be
or
a
a panel where
translator because Danjuro is
oh
actually
Danjiro and Kabuki, but they have the names underneath them and they're switched.
yeah, yeah.
I
Actually,
saw that and I was just like, I'm a little.
yeah, I'm a little confused on that one. I think here, hold on. Let me. I have the manga in Japanese right here somewhere. I can pull that page up real quick. So Dun, 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 Blazer Drive, Blazer Drive. Where are you, Blazer Drive?
Wow, so unprofessional.
I know, but I gotta see this page. Like, I read it in Japanese once, and then like I gotta see that page because I want to know if that was just a translation error or what. And yeah, it was a translation error.
Those freaking translators, man, can't find a good one.
No, but hey, this is the only way you can kind of read Blazer Drive. Yeah, I mean,
What are you gonna? Yeah,
there's no license for it, so I mean, this is the only way you can read it in English. So yeah, it was switched.
all right. Well, that's a fault on them. Let's enough people complain about that, so they change it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
exactly.
you know. correct the scans. Do it.
Yeah, correct
Um,
the scans. Yeah,
uh, so anyway, he uses
and he combines the name. It's called Kabuki Danjuro.
yeah. Basically, all the bugs kind of like fuse together into one giant queen mosquito that looks really badass. I really enjoy it. Um,
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like almost like a Yu-Gi-Oh card in a sense too.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I would if that was a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'd play.
You would have that in your deck.
Yeah, man. I'd run an insect deck. Even if it wasn't an insect deck, I'd run that card.
Shit. And
Um,
Tengoku's getting smacked around by
flaps
the
its wings. It creates some kind of like sonic blast that throws the room.
and Misora is just like she gets spat out and like starts rolling like
Yeah.
and then we see her on the floor and Donji, come on, dude. He's
Walks up, steps right on her head.
with the fucking grenade shoot.
Yeah. Now that would be a great time for that. But you know.
Yeah, now that'd be a good time for that thing to explode, but
And this is where he shows he has a new catchphrase where he keeps calling her sassy. It's like everything she does, she's just so sassy.
It's so sassy. Like, you're just so totally sassy. Like, it doesn't sound good coming out of him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right at all. But he even goes, it's like, oh my god, you're so you're totally sassy.
It's
Like
so-
you think girls can ever win against boys? Just give up already. And
Yeah.
it's just like it's just one of those things where it's like, just give it up, man. Can this guy just die already?
Yeah, I know. Shit, dude. Like, there's people who are misogynist and, like, who look down on women, and then there's Donji.
Yeah, and it's just like even misogynists are just like, damn, dude, just let it go.
Hey, dude, you're just gone on a little too far.
Yeah, and it's also just one of these things. Like I don't know how old these characters are like supposed to be, but I feel like this is like a something 7-year-olds would do. But
Yeah, like he seems to be like a guy in his like 20s.
yeah, I mean, granted, that's all anime is, but all the middle schoolers look like they're 20.
Yeah, and
But
like he shouldn't be acting this way. I know he seems like the type of person because he dresses somewhat traditional. He might have those traditional values, but even people with those traditional values that
didn't go that far.
didn't go this far. I mean, they just tell you like you belong in the kitchen and that's that.
Yeah, and like that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice it before, but I like looking at it now. Yeah, the so basically, while Misora was inside Tengoku, she redrew the picture, but she only drew the salamander's head, and so Tengoku closes, spins around, and he spits up the dragon's head, and it's like fully detailed. It's like it's pretty much spot on to what it's supposed to be, but originally when Misora was inside the book, she couldn't see anything. It was all dark. And then when it opens up, she put a light to like
a lightness sticker so she can actually see.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like she doesn't talk about it, it doesn't show it, like it's just like the book opens up and it's just there on the page, and it's just like, oh, like
okay, it's quick thinking.
Yeah, like
it's still cool, but it's
quick
like
thinking. But yeah, it's just like it's one of those things that's like they could have like the fact that the author took the time to actually draw it and put it there. Like he could have not, like I said, like it's not explained or anything. It's not mentioned. Like he could have just like left it out entirely and just what But yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah, it is a nice touch. Like instead of just overly explaining it, you just show it happened. Like, okay,
yeah,
this is her
like,
ace.
That's the light mysticker. It's right there. Oh, that's how she did it. Okay.
Yeah, seriously. And the dragon head looks cool though.
Oh yeah, when it gets like its full thing out, or when it gets like fully summoned. Um, I do also like the fact that because it's just the head, there's a giant chain that connects it back to the book. But yeah, it's just huge.
Yeah, I know. It's like I wonder if it's gonna be like so weird for Tengoku. Like, oh my god, I had to spit this whole thing out of my mouth. No.
You know, I'm gonna say it. From what haven't read this in a while. I don't think she ever uses this again. I don't think she uses the power again. Uses
Aw.
like this specific dragon. She ever actually gets its full body out. But I mean, I could be wrong. I don't remember it.
That would suck though. She never really used the full potential of Tengoku again. That would
Like I
suck.
said, it's not that. It's just like this particular sticker, like
Mm,
the salamander emperor dragon of fire or whatever. I don't think she uses that ever.
ever again. And like Donji gets all mad and he's like, I'm gonna use all my bugs again, and then as soon as he starts summoning them, the dragon head it's technically alive and it just starts making a big old fire blast.
Yep. I also like that there is a sticker on Donji's butt, and because insects are attracted to light towards Donji, so they're in one location, and yeah, the dragon just fucking incinerates them, and it just opens up and just.
And just like all of a sudden now it's like Donji now his hair is all singed.
Yep, he goes hair to mirror B hair. Um,
Yeah, like it's like just now like an afro singed curls.
yeah, it's pretty funny.
And he's such a sore loser.
Yeah, it's like I didn't lose.
I just was unlucky.
That's just all it is.
Yeah, and she even says like the word sassy. It's only something you only use on men.
Oh damn!
Woo woo woo! Oh, and
Yeah.
that's that shit right
Fucking
there.
shot down.
And
Oh, sorry, that's not the shot.
Donji just passed out, and his mist stickers kind of peel off him.
Yeah. And Misora turns around and like goes on away, and the last thing she says is "Goodbye, sassy man." And that's the
Yeah, I think I should add the that video with like the whole bunch of kids going like
yeah, yeah.
it should
Either
add
do that or play the John Cena theme. Just
that
drop it
too.
in.
Okay, I might do that actually. It's me, Sora.
Oh man.
But but no, yeah,
And
that
that was the pride of a woman.
that was the end of chapter 11. Oh my god, that was actually really interesting.
It's a fun chapter.
It was a
Like
really fun one. Just
no,
to see,
it's Misora's like coming of age moment. I guess is how you could describe that.
yeah,
It's her power up. I guess, but
it's it's her power up scene. It's better than in Digimon Frontier where the one girl character gets her power up and she fucking loses.
yeah,
And both times too.
yeah.
That's one of the reasons why Frontier is the worst season of Digimon.
Hey man, it wasn't great,
No.
but it was good.
It was pretty good.
I just liked it because it's the most anime Digimon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're right.
uh,
And now we're at chapter 12, which is the light pierces through the darkness.
ooh, super edge.
Super edgy.
And you can't have edginess without
Without
which is
Kuroki
exactly
and
what the
Shuga.
cover has.
They are the Edge Lords, Kuroki and Shuga.
Yep.
But Kuroki, like, I love this color picture of just Shuga like on the wall like that, and it's just like, and Kuroki like with the skeleton behind, like on the side of him.
Yep.
That's actually really cool.
It's really neat.
Yeah. And now
I like how they have an advertisement for Volume 3 and,
Yeah.
Volume 4.
Yeah, well,
Hey, if you're reading Volume 4, have you checked yet?
yeah, Komitsu Dai Sankan Hatsusen Hatsubaichu, which means like, yeah, it's already out already. You can go buy it now.
But you're already...
Yeah, it was 440 yen a volume. That's actually pretty cheap.
That's like 44 cents, right?
No, that's like $3.
Okay.
Like and now we're beyond that little tangent.
Mhm.
I thought here for a sec that Misora was wearing Donji's like grenades on the bottom for a little bit.
No, she just also happens to wear roller skates.
Yeah, no. At first I thought like, why are you wearing Donji's grenades? At first, and then like, oh wait, then I realized it was the roller skates. And now she's on her way to deliver Tamamayu to Daichi. Like now, this is after her badass moment. She's crest giver.
Yeah, this is her ping pong mission is.
Which
No, here's some.
what's
I
up?
guess like I know about for every what's her name you
Yuyuka?
Catwoman's cat sticker
Oh,
and but it's like you see Donji on the ground and you see his insect on the ground in front of him, and I'm just thinking like, Misora, come on, just like just take stickers away from him. Like,
dude, just take that sticker. It's probably rare. So I mean,
yeah, take it, feed it to Tengoku, and then you have it forever. Like,
yeah,
oh well.
that would probably be a decent power to have around. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. It's like, it's probably easier to draw a mosquito than it is a dragon. But,
but yeah, who knows? But now we see Melon.
good old Melon-chan.
Good old Melon-chan. She's still fighting Donji's bugs, and then they all kind of like disappear because Donji's defeated. And she's like, Sora finally did it. Yeah.
But
Now back to
something that I thought was kind of interesting. Almost something until right now. They used the exact same panel twice. Or at least that's what it looks like, where you see like Melon-chan being attacked by, and then like, there's all these like sound effects going on and everything, and even Melon-chan's kind of, and then the next panel is a different sound effect and an exclamation point and a question mark coming out of Melon-chan, but it is literally
it's the exact same panel.
It's a little lazy, but I mean, I get it. The bugs were attacked up and they go away, but it's
that is a bit of laziness. Yeah, I will admit.
But
that is
the bugs. Donji's destroyed, so his bugs are destroyed as well.
Yep. Which now we return to your regular scheduled program of Donji versus not Donji, Kuroki versus Shuga.
Yep.
And now Kuroki's just having a hard time right now beating
He's still
this guy.
he's still trying to figure out what how to beat this guy.
Yeah, like how did they beat this fucking Shuga guy? Which Shuga still looks cool though.
Oh yeah, he gets pretty badass.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does.
I mean, like, he's always been badass, but it's this chapter in particular.
Which is
is this one? It's either this one or the next one. He gets a level up, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's this one. but I'm like, and Kuroki's like Kuroki just like swings the sword at the spike, and he's like, "You finally have come out now, huh?" And
I really like these two panels where it's like there's the one panel of Kuroki holding his sword behind him, and the other panel
oh
of
yeah,
Shuga like crack. And it's like Kuroki's sword like goes into Shuga's panel, and Shuga's needles go into Kuroki's panel, and like it just looks really cool.
that is really cool. I will admit, I will give you that. That is really cool. Like how that's done too. Like, so I love when when manga do stuff like this.
Yeah, it works. It just looks so good,
Yeah, it
and
does.
it's like both of them are just like they have like I guess like distinctive personalities, and it's like their designs look badass, and it's just badass.
They are some of the most well designed characters in this manga. I will admit.
Oh yeah,
I feel it's some of the more original designs. You know, in this
yeah,
series, because Danji was just a straight up rip off. Like
yeah.
like Daichi himself, it's still pretty unique, but it's still, you can tell like, okay, he's main character type
He's
protagonist.
also he's
Yeah, so it's kind of like, okay, there is some like protagonist tropes, gotta be like spiky hair and shit like
yeah.
that. So he's not too original, but he's not too generic looking either. Misora, I do like Misora. Like Misora's hairstyle, like she's got the little swirls in her hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it does set her out to be different looking and still nice.
Yeah, name a female protagonist that has red hair. Do it. I dare you.
Uh, Lena
Yep. See,
Inverse,
let's moving on.
because that's from that's for you kids younger who were not born in the 90s. That's from she's from Slayers.
Yeah, Slayers was a good series.
Yes, Slayers was a good series.
This is I don't know what it is about Blazer Drive, but we really like talking about other manga when we talk about it.
Yeah, because there's so many comparisons, and like you could do other reference with Blazer Drive and
Yeah,
it works. And
but
but
getting back to this,
yeah. And now it's like Shuga, and there's like a pun where where Kuroki calls Shuga Shoga. And it's like the one bit of
I really
comedy.
like this. Yeah, he calls him Shoga, and Shuga. It's like it, yeah, and even Kuroki even just such a complicated name to remember.
It's like, really?
Fucking Kuroki.
I love that's why I like him. He's like probably one of the best characters in this manga.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, like they're they're explaining like, okay, this whole thing was just to lure Daichi out so they can like take him.
Well, that's what they thought it was, but it's like, but in the end, he really does show up to attack the headquarters. So,
Yeah.
like, what is the plan? What are you guys trying to do?
Yeah,
And,
so and Daichi was kind of like their side hustle in a sense.
yeah, it's like he is he is an important character in all of this, but that's another story for another time. And then the fight continues.
Yeah, pretty much. And I loved like when Shuga like is about to like shoot his shadow needle. It's like it twists like
Yeah, they
like a chain, like a sharp chain.
yeah, like he uses two needles, they spin together. It's real nice.
Yeah, like that would be so cool to have his power, I would think.
Oh
And,
yeah,
and Kuroki just like
definitely.
smacks it, was like about to smack him with his sword, and like Shuga kind of like jumps out of the way, and he keeps dodging the Kuroki's hunk of a sword, the
Like
necromancer.
I love their fights because it's just like it's so like Daichi even has it where it's like yeah like he jumps around he this stuff but like between
Between Kuroki and
Yuga like
Shuga, there's
there is so much like acrobatics being done like just this scene here where you see like Kuroki like is spinning the sword underneath him and like already
yeah,
just up and
yeah, I
silly
know,
doing it but it's
yeah,
just like it's just one of those things where it's everything's so fast paced and it's like you everybody dodges everything, and it's just like
they're
they're both
evenly
like so
matched. I mean,
yeah so equally matched that it's so good.
yeah, like I will admit, like what excited me about this entire volume was Kuroki and Shuga's fight. I mean,
Yeah,
their
definitely.
continuation, and like, and Kuroki's now slowly realizing, like, oh my god, it involves shadows. The Black Hakutan
Yeah,
involves shadows, and like, Shuga's like, oh shit, he finally kind of
what he's
realized it.
yeah he's starting to catch on now.
Yeah, and like, and Shuga's like is like stopping. It's like, well, you know what? Once you know you'll end up, you just feel more in despair. Like he's trying to brush it off, like,
Yeah, yeah,
well, wait, you don't know what this is. Maybe you're just kind of scared and I mean ready to die. I'll just make
yeah,
that happen quicker for you. But then Kuroki summons Ouroboros.
yeah. It's just smooth.
Yeah, which looks really cool. It's like this like skeleton thing with like a thing coming like another flaming skeleton thing with another like flaming skeleton thing coming out of around it. Well, it
Yeah,
does follow the
it's Ouroboros.
Ouroboros
It's
the
the snake
Ouroboros
eating its
snake eating its own tail.
yeah. It's technique, and he does it to destroy the upper level of the base and everything to let the
Let
so
more
that
light
that
show
yeah to get
to get rid of any shadows.
yeah. But even Kuroki's like, crap, I overdid it. The direction cheap's gonna be real.
And then Shuga's just sticking. He's like Shuga's like head's just stuck into the floor pretty much
Yep,
because there's only so much shadow left. He has to hide behind a rock.
yep. I got those.
And Shuga's really trying not to get hit by Kuroki's sword. He's like using two shadow needles to block it, and he's still being kind of cocky about it. He's like, ah, showing his tongue,
Yeah,
but it's actually more needles coming out of him, and that's so
yeah,
cool. Like his design with all of those piercings, like we said before, like his piercings actually serve a purpose. It's not just a goofy like design choice.
no, he uses the shadows cast by them to and whatnot, and
Yeah,
it's like it's uh not entirely too sure about it because well, we'll get to it in a second. But I do kind of like this where it's like one of the shadow needles comes from the piercing on his tongue,
and from his forehead too.
yeah, and from his forehead. But Kuroki bites the one that comes out of his tongue,
Tongue.
and as he's sitting there holding it in his mouth, he's just like, "Oh my god, this is attached to his tongue. I'm basically kissing him."
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking that too when I read it in Japanese. Too, like, yeah, he is indirectly kissing him in a sense,
It's
and
it has fun.
and Shuga does this cool shadow like spine thing, which is like all these like shadow spikes kind of like shoot all over from his body.
It's exactly in every single way. Like,
Yeah,
I just thought it was kind of funny when he did it. I was just like, but he just used shadow, like in a no Shadow Needle and used like 50 needles. Now he uses Shadow Spot and he just shoots out 50 needles.
Yeah,
It's literally the exact same thing.
yeah. They just shoot from all over his body now.
I do like how his suit, his classy suit. He even goes to call it his classy suit gets torn to pieces. But you finally get to see him with
like what he looks like without the suit on and everything. Like, oh yeah, that's right. He's all those piercings are still on him too, and that's kind of cool.
Yep.
And it's actually pretty cool design. And then now he pulls something from his belt, which is like it looks like this like bead like whip, and it's all these like beads kind of like flying all around.
It's exactly like his piercings.
Yeah, they're exactly like his piercings, and now it shoots out more needles come out of them too.
Yeah, like he. This is. I was gonna get at, like, I don't really where it's
really
these silver beads, and it's like even Kuroki says that's like the silver beads are like some kind of medium for him to use his shadows, and it's like how does that work though?
Yeah, I know. I don't understand how these silver beads work as like a shadow thing.
Yeah. Like I understand they cast shadow and that lets him like control them and whatnot, but it's like how is it different from anything else? Like what makes them medium?
Yeah,
medium in the world of Blazer Drive.
Yeah, I can understand this working in like Shaman King or like Law of Weki.
Yeah.
I mean,
or like what is it from Rave Master, the guy that can manipulate silver, like that
like,
like,
Musica. I mean,
yeah, Musica, yeah, that guy. But yeah, it's just I don't know, I don't get it, I don't understand, but it's cool, it's badass.
It's cool. Yeah, you're right. It's cool. It's badass. It just explain manga. Explain.
Explain.
But anyways, now it cuts off to Daichi and Kaine's fight.
Yeah, and enough of this cool stuff. Let's go
back to stuff. Let's go to even pretty cool. Let's go to let's step away from really cool stuff to lesser cool stuff.
Yeah,
still cool
for now anyway.
Yeah, still cool, but not as cool. And like Daichi's fighting with Kindachi, and like, and Kaine realizes, oh wait, you can kind of control your spirit power now. Cool.
Yeah, you're getting better at this.
Yeah, and it's like,
but you're not using that good Mysticker, so you're still crap.
Yeah, you're not using Tamamayu, so you're still kind of shit about it. And then like, and now they're on like, oh yeah, I forgot that that Kaine was just in a tree, still playing Jimmy.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been jumping around all over the place, but yeah.
Yeah. Doing kind of the Naruto jump from tree to tree thing.
Yeah, you know.
But no, like, I do like Jimmy as a Mysticker though. You know what I mean?
It's really cool, especially like I don't know if it's the end of this chapter. No, it's not the end of this chapter. I think it's in the next chapter or in chapter 14. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Jimmy gets its power up and become your Jimmy. And like it's just the design of it just looks so cool.
I know. And then we see after the sound wave dissipates, we see Daichi kind of like on the ground. And kind of gets all serial killerish. It's like, I need to see your inside.
Like, show me your insides.
And he turns on the saw part of Jimmy.
He uses slap.
He's literally gonna carve Daichi up and just like see what makes him tick.
Yep.
That's his goal in this. And
that's what he wants.
Yeah. And then we see like a big explosion happen.
This Kaine walked into a pitfall.
Which Daichi Daichi made kind of the old cartoon Team Rocket type joke.
Yeah, just in a split second off screen, he managed to dig an entire tunnel.
Yeah,
But
exactly. And he calls Kaine uncool because you're the one in a hole.
yeah, but he laid a signature technique, Itsu not Toshi. Is that what that is?
Izuna Otoshi.
Yeah, lightning fall, which is pretty dope. It's a pretty cool move.
Yeah, it is pretty dope. With just using Kindachi alone, he's pretty cool with it.
Yeah, it's just entirely useful because Jimmy can absorb electricity.
Yeah, and you just like thanks, you made me stronger now.
Yeah.
Like dude, you didn't remember that?
Well, he thinks that like he'll just increase more, like he'll open up more power. He'll just put more power into it, and
See if he'll overload it, type of thing.
Yeah,
which
sort of kind of works.
A little, but not by much.
Yeah, it pushes him back.
Yeah, just after one strum, it's like, well, poor. And it's like, and now Daichi's kind of be like, ha ha ha, I look more cooler than you now.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, just kind of just starts like laughing, kind of giving his Joker laugh, and is about to say we live in a society. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, and then we find out what type of his Mysticker is an amplifier type Mysticker. And yeah, he just basically explains the same thing that it does, like how it absorbs energy and it evolves from the other person's body. And the next panel, I just don't like how Kaine.
It's I'm sorry, I'm just like I had a brain fart moment. I was confused with what you were talking about, so I just quickly read through this. This part is where Kaine is talking about how Daichi's like whole is his power, is that he can make a limit without using it, and like that's why this organization is after Daichi, because he can do this.
Yeah, he can amplify Mystickers more.
Yeah, he full potential.
Which I don't. In the next shot, in the next set panel here, where Kaine's talking, and he's saying that's what's important to achieve my goal. And he's just like, I want to see your insights just to see what you really are. Like, he kind of looks a little derpy.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's kind of snapping. Like this is like he's so close to.
Yeah,
He's just like he just wants to.
He's basically to the point where he's saying he's gonna be like the Joker. We live in a society moment.
Yeah.
That's his we live in a society moment, and about to shoot someone. And but I just wish he didn't look so derpy.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It only compared to how he looks in the entire series, like in general, it is it is a little wonky.
Yeah. But and then Daichi's like saying well, you're saying that's my special power? I don't really get what's going on here, but you know what? I'm gonna fight you anyway. And Kaine's like, as you wish.
Don't understand how valuable you are, but like if you want to keep playing, then that's fine.
Yeah, as you wish, brother. As you wish, buddy. And then he just strums his guitar lightly and makes this sound wave, and it goes right into Daichi's ears. It basically paralyzes him for a bit.
Like it messes with his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he sees an attack coming. He thinks he dodges it. He actually doesn't.
Yeah. Because
Dodge
like
it
when
full.
he dodges Jimmy, kind of is just right there about to kick him.
Like the blade past him, and he clearly does dodge it, but then it's like he still gets a cut on the side of his face, and
Fa-
and then and then he shows up and goes to dodges it, but he doesn't down. Like he's like, what's happening?
Yeah, I know. And he's wondering like why is this fucking with him so much?
Yeah,
And then
and this is
and then
where
he's
he
just like
breaks out.
he brings out the Jeff Blast. He uses Jeff Blast and just like blows like half this forest out.
Yeah, I just like how like you can see in this shot where it's like you see the shock wave like blowing through the forest and everything in the background there, and like does nobody see this going?
Yeah, nobody's like what the hell is that? Like and why is the forest halfway gone? I'm waiting for like the one homeless guy or like the one like forest ranger be like, the fuck?
Hey, you crazy stickers!
Like hand him over. Come on now.
Sticky the bear does not like this. Okay.
Only you can prevent mist sticker fires.
But enough of that nonsense. Back to karaoke.
Yeah, back to cooler stuff. With Kuroki and Shuga. Cooler stuff will be right back after these messages now. But anyways, we see Kuroki though Shuga's having not so great of a time right now. Kuroki's still kind of bloody and all that, but like he's just gonna walk up to Shuga, and he realizes, okay,
Kuroki's starting to understand it.
Like
you can't just do it from anywhere. You have to be close range.
Yeah, it's not that far range of attacks.
Yeah, and it's like that's why like it explains that's like well, I mean I do. That's like he doesn't just like sink into the ground or anything like that. There's actually like I guess like a shadow world kind of thing where it's like
yeah, there's some shadow
shadows.
logic that it has to be like it's going underneath the floor's shadow in a sense.
Yeah.
And
so that's why he has the silver bead. With the silver beads, he manipulates shadows at a range, which again, why?
Yeah, I know.
He can. He just can.
Yeah, it's an explanation, but not that great of an explanation.
Yeah.
But and he's basically like, you guardians play in the darkness to become brighter. Meh. And like these shadows, the shadow and the light too, becoming bigger and bigger. And he's just going on this long tirade about don't
darkness.
Yeah, darkness, edgy, dark. But like
Beads will blot out the sun.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, literally, because like his power would work better if there was like a blackout.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
and then we see these tiny spikes slowly coming out with all the beads, and Shuga's head just like looking up like, well, you're fucked.
This is it. Shadow core, as it just all the needles converge onto one location.
It kind of looks like you remember those like rubber balls that like had all those like kind of rubbery spikes.
The rubbery
the
like fuzzy like poosh ball things. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
He has now become a koosh ball. And like and now Shuga's like about to come out of the ground like, you know what? I did a good job.
Yeah, job well done. Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead, and then we hear Kuroki start to say, "No matter how dark it is, the sun will rise again." Pulls out a cool one-liner there, and then Shuga's like, "Oh shit!"
This is the part in the anime where they would have playing, or like the shit, where
Like,
you see all
yeah.
guitar riffs as you see all the needles like break apart, and Kuroki's sword is now segmented because now we're ripping off of Bleach.
Oh my god, yeah. And Bleach was still going on at this time too.
Yep.
When this came out.
But we'll get back to that. Back to Daichi and friends.
Daichi and friends. We'll be back with Daichi and friends after these messages. But anyways, now Kaine just kind of has a question mark above his head, and we see kind of Daichi. We see something coming out of the rubble, the smoke, and Kaine just he's really gonna snap.
Yeah, like what you were saying about like that last one, how he looked all derpy and everything. If you replace that panel with this one, I think it would be much better. Because like this really gets it apart. It's like, he does.
It doesn't
obviously crazy,
because
but
that last
he
panel
doesn't look weird.
The last panel this panel does not make me want to just like Photoshop or like paint in like Joker makeup on him.
Yeah. Like,
it really doesn't want me to do that now.
Yeah, this is just him being like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill everybody.
Yeah, like you're done, man. Your friends, your family, your acquaintances, like that one guy you met on the street. I'm gonna kill them all.
They're all dead. That person you passed on the bus, they're already dead. I made sure.
Anyways, and then we hear Daichi. I really love the word cool.
Yep.
And Daichi's having like his ultra power moment.
Yeah, which I just like.
Yeah.
I really love the word cool. For me, antonym to that word up.
It does
like, that's not the antonym. That's what are you talking about?
Yeah. And
I mean, yeah, giving up is uncool. Yeah, I get that, but it's just like, what are you talking about, Daichi?
Yeah, like
you understand how words work.
Yeah, where are you heading with this?
Yeah.
But it is cool now we see Daichi finally got Tamamayu and Masora, and then, like Kuroki, now we see a better image of
Zabimaru.
Yeah. His necromancer Zabimaru.
Yeah. Necromancer Hal.
Which
I have fun.
Yeah, we have fun on this podcast.
But yeah, I do like these like side by side shots where you see Misora showed rescue Daichi at the last minute, and you see his segmented.
And underneath it shows a respected villain that they're fighting.
Yeah, all just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Like, really? They get a power up now?
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
And then we see an ad with our true main character, Shiro. Nah. But anyways, that ends.
Remember Shiro? Remember that one part that Shiro showed up for?
Yeah. I don't know. I hope he shows up again.
He does. He comes.
Yeah, I know he does, but
where it's just kind of like he keeps showing up in like the cover art of stuff, and it's just like, remember this?
Yeah,
back eventually.
And then like all the advertisements for the game, like remember this guy? He's the actual main character.
Yeah, he's the important one.
Yeah, he's the actual main character. But now next will be chapter 13, which is Blazer Drop. They said
Name
it.
Drop. Oh, they did the thing. They did the thing.
I want to put a Family Guy clip of Peter Griffith's like, he said it.
Yeah.
That's one of those things. Like I had to think of like, oh my god, like he said it. But I do like the color image though of Blazer Drive, where it's like Blazer Drive like in graffiti,
Yeah, it looks really cool.
and Daichi with Tamamayu in there.
Mm. Well, since we can't go 10 making a when I saw this, my mind went immediately to like this left hand of awesome power.
Well, Tamamayu actually reminds me of Have you heard of a manga and anime called Jigoku Sensei Nube? Or Hell Teacher Nube?
No, I don't.
The main character, Meisuke, who's also nicknamed Nube. His one hand he keeps with a glove, and it's actually like this demon hand, and it kind of looks like how Tamamayu looks, like the actual hand of Tamamayu, which actually that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit.
Okay, the more you know.
Yeah.
The more references.
Yeah, the more references we keep adding into this of manga we'll read later.
Tamamayu does look really cool, though.
Yeah, it does. I do like how it does look, though. And then,
like, we'll get into it when we get into the chapter, but it's like some of the stuff that Daichi does with it, I'm just think.
Yeah, he's not using it as his full potential.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just like he does. Apparently, wire is like the god material anything machine. You can do anything with it, and it's like I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Like maybe piano wire, yeah, because that can literally cut a person's head off. You know what I mean? But now we see Kaine like looking like, what the fuck is that behind him?
When I first saw this, like I didn't realize, because like in the previous one, Tengoku's behind them. You don't see Tengoku behind them previous chapter, and then like when this one starts off, now it's there. And so when I just saw the part where he's like, what's that thing behind you? I was just like, is he really called thing? Is this going to be another like downplay the woman moment?
Yeah, I thought that would be funny. It's like, what the heck? Like, are you really calling Misora a thing? But no, it's just inconsistency.
Calling her friend a thing.
Yeah, but no, it's just inconsistency of art.
Yeah, but either way, they use Tengoku to guard and Daichi.
Yeah. And Misora's like getting a shot in at Daichi, like, maybe I look more cooler than you right now.
And even he's just like, ugh, don't even think about it. I'm like, the coolest now that I have Tamamayu.
Yeah, like, I'm the coolest guy around here, so shut up. and I love that Tengoku's like fuck you, man. Like, fuck you. And tries to eat him.
Yeah, like, how can you... Laura, she just fought a brave fight to bring you that mysticker. You should appreciate her.
Like, and be a little more modest. Daichi, I think modesty is what he needs the most of. Like, if that's any character thing that if we could add something to his character that he needs, I would say modesty.
Yeah. Would
probably be like, okay.
And this is one of those things that I was talking about how it's like, Misora had her moment and now she's done. Yeah, she shows up with Tengoku, gives Daichi Tamamayu, and then it's like, all right, now I'm gonna fight alongside, help everybody, and then she just Goku fades away because she ran out of spiritual power, and so now she's out of the fight.
Yeah. Well,
but she showed up. That's the important part.
Yeah, like, she attended class, and that was the best part.
Yeah, she got the participation award.
But no, like, yeah, I do get Sakura vibes though from her though, and it's kind of like it's kind of a shame. Like, and I do like Misora as a character. really hope they don't Sakurify her.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as a character, it's just she gets shafted in everything she does. Like,
Gets
everybody else
overshadowed
is
by
just better.
by Daichi and everybody else.
Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Male protagonist.
Yeah. But like yeah, Daichi just tells like, here, you gave me time on my own now, get some rest.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
the
And-
shot here does look cool though, with him showing off Tamamayu like that, and
Yeah, slapping it on top of Kendachi.
yeah, like that. It's so cool. I love it.
And I do like how they have like, even Misora's just like you trying to sound so cool actually makes you sound really lame, and then he's just like, well, if saying the truth makes me lame, then whatever. It's cool though, right?
It's like she's like, which this is where Daichi kind of has like this grown up moment. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe I don't sound cool, but I kind of sound cool at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not sounding cool is kind of cool.
Yeah, like he gets that kind of grown up moment, and that's okay. I did. This is one thing I did like about Daichi in this chapter.
And Kaine, my spirit always knows what I'm feeling when I'm feeling it. Says the second best quote in this entire series. That's the worst noise I've ever heard of.
I know. He basically says like this power of friendship garbage.
Like, oh my god, just let me kill you. Like, what? Why are you people alive?
Yeah, I know. My God, yeah, he's just a straight up psychopath. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know
and
if
I love every minute of it.
I don't know if it's just Jimmy making him that way, or is it this is just how he is.
Oh no, he's fucked in the head. Like, we'll get into his backstory in the next coming chapters.
That's true. We do. It's just like when I first looked at this, I'm like, is this just how he is, or is it Jimmy making him this way, or like the fuck
No, he's just he's got a lot of issues that he's working.
that he's working through?
And yeah, he's got his tragic anime backstory, and
Yeah, he does.
things where it's like the world made him who he is.
Yeah, society.
Yeah, it's all about society.
And just I love how like when he activates Tamamayu, it like the wire kind of just like kind of like swirls around him and just kind of just bunches together and it actually makes Tamamayu.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Like that would be cool to see animated though.
Yep, definitely. Oh, this is what I was talking about things that, like, I don't know if that's how this works. Where so I don't know what thing, it's a darkness sticker or something, which I'm guessing is whatever Jimmy's element is, so it makes it stronger or whatever. But yeah, Kaine slaps another sticker on Jimmy and then uses maximum explosion Jeff Blast, and Daichi you and Kendachi together, but he uses Tamamayu to use wires to create a giant spring-like shape, and then he sends electricity oil
Through
and
it,
then
yeah.
somehow doing this generates a frequency that is the same as Jeff Blast, and the two
Combined
waves cancel each other out. But it's like
like
I don't think that's how that works.
yeah, I don't think a physical thing with electricity with a sound wave would do that.
I mean, they kind of try to explain it where they're just like, oh, he used the wires to speaker and then sent electricity through it to generate noise from the electricity. Like, I don't.
Like
I mean, I'm not an electrical technician. I'm not gonna like. I'm not like if. Then I'm a big fat liar. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
But it's like, as far as my knowledge goes,
I think it's just bullshit logic for bullshit logic's sake.
Yeah, it's just bullshit anime logic. But it's like, yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, it is bullshit logic for bullshit logic's sake. But now we return to your regularly scheduled program of Kuroki versus Shuga, and now
Yeah.
and now we see Kuroki put another mist sticker on top, which is like this cool like yin yang sticker.
Apparently, it's the darkness mist is going
Mist,
to use. He says like he to cancel out the shadows and whatnot, but he placed a darkness sticker
yeah, he
and
plays. Yeah, he plays the
because
dark.
uh, because that's Necromancer's element, it upgrades
Yeah, it made it,
this whip-like thing, which is
which
pretty dope.
we saw Danji do the same thing. So I mean,
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things like after Dungeon, it's like, oh, okay, this is just a thing,
yeah,
and all of them do.
yeah, this is a thing now.
Yeah,
I guess technically Daichi kind of did it too with Tamamayu as well. It's technically that, but
yeah,
Tamamayu's like with that, it's more of a base version of that stuff.
yeah.
And now we see with Necro with Necromancer Zabimaru and Shuga's like the sword has changed. The
Yep.
fuck?
He goes to try and you hit him with it, and then he goes a bull. It's segmented, it spins around, and he's like, "Oh no, my shadow needle can't block all this."
Yeah, but like I'm just wondering though, like couldn't he use the shadows from underneath?
Uh,
You know what I mean?
that's my answer. That's my answer.
Just like it that's my thing though. Like that's all that's
I wasn't going to bring it up like yet, but yeah, like you saw like in the previous chapter, like later on, there's going to be a part where
mm,
Shuga he has to he has to step into a shadow in order to like when shadows connect, he can transport through the shadows like wherever they
yeah.
go. He
Well, yeah,
pop
I
up
know that.
yeah, but in the there was no on the ground. And then in the next, it's at the end of this chapter or in the next chapter. I think it's in the next chapter. It's just kind of like it becomes a thing that's like he can't do anything without Shadow. But it's like, but we've just seen him do stuff without
And
Shadow.
shadows.
Like
Yeah, it's really
you're
there's
inconsistent, Manga. You're inconsistent.
yeah, there's a lot of inconsistency with Shuga's power.
Yeah.
Which now he made
Oh,
a
it's not just with Shuga. There's quite a bit, but
yeah, just in general there was a
across
lot
the
of inconsistencies.
yeah, we'll get to them when they show up.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, this
no,
this is Shuga's final form.
yeah,
As
his shadow armor.
yeah, he manages to block Kuroki's attack by having the shadows crawl over his body and form like venom-like armor.
He's now become the symbiote,
Yes.
and shit, it's just it looks cool, but it also looks kind of dumb at the same time.
I like his eyes. Like just the creepy look that he has with his eyes and everything. I do kind of wish he kept his kept like a shadow form of his hairstyle or something.
Yeah, and
Instead, it just kind of like rolls over it. But it is what it is.
yeah, it is kind. I just don't like how it looks. Like he just kind of looks a little blobbish at first, and
Yeah.
then it shows off. Like okay, he doesn't look like a blob anymore, but like there's just a point. It's like when you first see him, like looking, like he kind of looks like a blob.
Yeah, he's very it's humbling at first, but it gets there.
Yeah, it gets there. Yeah, but like, and then we see him like shooting his like symbiote shadow powers,
Yeah,
try to stab Kuroki, but Kuroki can actually just use Necromancer Zabimaru, and literally just like he he turns it back to normal, and then he shoots it back out again.
and this is just I don't think this is how thing where he shoots the blade forward, it hits Kuroki and shoots him and like back, but it doesn't hurt him because he's wearing the armor. And then Kuroki jumps onto the back and like travels with it
and just literally kicks him right in
into
the
him.
face.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that's like that's not how physics work. But okay, manga.
Okay, we get you. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you piqued my interest on that.
and went over it past it last time, but
Yeah.
on episode Kuroki's left foot got a shadow spike through it, and now after kicking Shuga in the face with his right spike shoots through that one.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
just getting
true.
all sorts of.
Yeah, he's getting all sorts of stabbed tonight. Like
He's gonna be walking.
he's gonna be walking funny for a bit. And then Suga's like, Muda Muda, no use, no use.
Yeah, as but then suddenly his armor just
Starts dissolving. And it
Yeah.
literally looks like he's like showering like some kind of like pudding off of him.
yeah, it's just going. It just leaves him.
And
I mean, I kind of like it because it is kind of it's it's ridiculous.
it's ridiculous,
it's
but it's
like-
cool though.
Yeah, Roki hit everything on his bot, memorized where all of his piercings were, and accurately hit every single one of them, breaking them so they fell off. So he lost his shadow armor.
Yeah. Which that is really cool, Kuroki, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It shows how badass he can be. And I like that about him. Like
even Shuga's just like what? How do you do that?
It's like, and then he realized like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And Kuroki, and now we see like his like spiritual power kind of like forming around him.
Yeah, he is a some kind of battle prodigy.
He's truly the one, Dom Perignon, which is which is a champagne. It's just a wine.
Okay, got that. I was just like, okay, that's a thing probably, but okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, because Shuga likes to actually like drink wine and shit.
His whole thing is partying. That's what he does.
Yeah. And Dom Perignon's like really high class liquor.
Okay.
And very expensive.
Oh, I do not doubt that.
But then we see Shuga hold one of these mist stickers that has like a mouth with all these hands coming out of it.
Yeah,
and apparently he's placed a couple of these around.
There's two of them, and he placed one of them in the headquarters in hand at this moment.
And Kuroki's like, what the fuck did you just do?
Yeah, he's all like, it's fun. I'm gonna put it on the ground and trace it, and then there's a big explosion that happens.
Just wham. And now we see Kuroki kind of like
back to Daichi friends.
Yeah, we now return to Daichi and friends, and then we see the aftermath of the spring and the sound.
Yeah, and this is where they describe it about how it's like, oh, he used the wires and to create waves like a speaker and to control the direction of the volume of the sound produced from lightning. It's like whatever.
Bullshit. That's basically I have to say about that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm no electrical engineer. If that's how that works, then cool. But I don't think
if only if we can really test this though. Yeah. I'll get my Kendachi and Tamamai. Matt, you get your Jimmy out
and good.
And we'll test this theory.
Yeah. Remember though, we have to both produce exactly 1,000 hertz waves for this to work, because apparently that's what happened.
Yeah, seriously. And
Not even megahertz, just regular hertz.
Hertz?
Like, come on, guys, kick it up a notch.
yeah, literally. He could have used megahertz, and I would believe that more than just
Yeah.
hertz. And now
I mean, 1,000 hertz is still loud. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
come on, megahertz. If you're gonna go anime, go big. That's the rule in anime.
Yeah, go big or go big or die. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
But now we see Kaine is using his puppet dance technique that he did when we first met him, and now he's trying to he's controlling Daichi. He's controlling Daichi's body, and he's now going to attack Misora.
But Misora manages to dodge out, but yeah, and Daichi's just like, but why? I covered my ears. How did it happen? And then he remembers back to when Kaine played that soft tune earlier, that just kind of like dodging for a bit.
And now pretty much now Kaine's gonna force suicide on Daichi.
Strangle himself with his own
Mysticker.
Tamamayu.
Yep. Shit, and
but enough about that.
It's like look at that though. It's like Tamamayu,
it's intense, yeah.
Yeah, it's intense, but it's like I just think Tamamayu could literally grab the entire neck all the way around.
Yeah.
You would never think that.
Also, apparently his neck is super freaking long.
Yeah.
Because that hand is huge.
Yeah, I know. And then now we see our little Mysticker friend here, our little mouth Mysticker, starting to actually take effect.
Yeah, making a nice sound effect, but nothing else.
It's going. And then
our good old friends Tenjik and Yuyuka
show up. Yeah, we see Tenjik and Yuyuka show up for the battle, and it's awesome. I kind of miss Tenjik.
I was
missing him for 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Best character right here.
Like these past 2 weeks, I've been missing him a bit. He's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he doesn't do too much. He gets some work in these next chapters, but
I think Yuyuka shines more in this than any.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is Yuyuka does most of the work.
Yeah.
But I do like how when they show up, they're just like, oh my god, the upper floor on, what's happening?
Like, there's a big giant hole.
Yeah, and even like there was like, oh, these free, like destroying everything, and then Kuroki's just like, actually it was me, and it's like, what do you think?
Yeah,
I just blew up the ground. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that was me. Like, sorry, not sorry.
We kind of got something going on right now.
Yeah, seriously. And it's yeah, Kuroki just pulled a sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
And then we see.
Oh yeah, this is where you find out that her name was. In case you wanted to know, this is where Catwoman is called Nero.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Donji is the one who said it the first time, and then Shuga actually mentions it again.
In case you forgot about her.
Yeah,
she's been named twice now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been name dropped twice without her introduction.
Yeah, she's already there, and she's been named.
And that's gonna be confusing for some readers too. I can see like wait a minute, she was never named, and like who the fuck is this Neru? Like I'm wondering like if I'm going for someone who's read this for the first time, like who the fuck's Neru? You know?
Yeah.
And then them having to go back and reread it. Oh, it's the cat chick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like that's really confusing. That is a really bad inconsistency on this manga's part, I think. You know what I mean?
Yep. I
That's
agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like that is a bad inconsistency in writing in this part. But nonetheless, we see Kuroki like hopping up in the air, trying to stab into the ground.
Yep.
And then we see Kuroki flying higher and higher. And then
He
we
extends Zabimaru and goes up to attack the giant overpass that's casting a giant shadow.
so he can have no more shadows around. And then we see Shuga with like less than half of his face kind of come up like no. And then Tenjik and Yuyuka is starting to fly up with the roll cake.
With the roll cake hammer.
Yeah, with the roll cake hammer, smashes
their
it.
ultimate combo attack. Tenjik uses blast to send them flying, and then Yuka hits the giant block that.
And it's called Popcorn Party. And I love it.
It's good.
He's good.
It's good.
And Shuga's like, wait, they weren't aiming at me?
Yeah. And then the shadow goes away. And then he's like, no, the shadow is disappearing. And then he starts popping out of the ground.
He's like, it's like it's slowly
even though we've already seen this happen.
Yeah, it's like the ground's literally like push popping him out of the ground, like
yeah.
And then we see Yuyuka like smack right back down to the ground, and we see Yuyuka about to strike him with her rock and roll cake.
But it gets blocked by the impressive Shadow Needle, capable of doing anything.
Yeah. And then we see Kuroki is jumping up, about to go right behind him, and he calls upon Soul Eater, and stabs Sugar right in the fucking chest.
Now, this was something that I was just kind of like at first I thought it was cool, like if they could interesting way to capture him, where it was like basically Shuga shadow that he sees, and then actually being Kuroki and did to another shadow, so he's all like, "Oh, I can use that shadow and escape," and then Kuroki retracts his blade, his shadow alone, so there's no
more shadows.
And then Kuroki comes down with his blade to like hit him. I'm just like, he's really not that far away. Like he could just pop out of the ground and like make a
literally just jump, just go right back into the ground,
Yeah, but he didn't want to, and then he
literally got like stabbed.
Yeah,
and literally the sword is now eating him.
Yeah, but it's okay though, because like he even stays, the sword doesn't hurt at all, and it's because the body, it cuts the soul.
Yeah, but it's still eating him physically though too.
Yeah,
because you see his like spine coming out like and shit.
Yeah.
A Mysticker, a Mysticker basically ate Shuga.
Well, he just starts disappearing because what happens when apparently he used the what is it, the Kakuten Mysticker. It's a side effect of using it. I guess like he failed or
when he dies or something.
Or whatever. Yeah. He starts fading away, and this is actually something that I thought was the effect of him fading away, where the entire time, like, way he's laughing at everybody, saying at any pointless, like
there's darkness waiting for you.
It's like, yeah, it's like you see his face and it's like you see like his actual eyeball like behind the eyelids, and you start to see like his teeth behind his,
Face and his like
and then
skull.
yeah, and then next panel you just see like a little bit more of well, you see his eyeball and a little bit more of his face around the eyeball, and just the
And
sticker falls to the
yeah, with the piercing too, and it's like,
oh yeah, and yeah, the piercing, and it's just like I think it's a really cool effect.
yeah, that is really cool though. I do agree with that. That is a really cool effect. But it's just like he dissolves, but it's the coolest way to dissolve.
Yeah, he like a shat.
And so even Shuga, even as cool as he is, he's still got a cool death.
Yep.
That's how you
Like
know he's the coolest character. At least the cool.
says that's like
At least
he kept on using Kakuten and did that, like he became a shadow of his own shadow.
Yeah. That was the side effect of. So I guess these really ultra power Mysticers, these Queenland Realm Mysticers, really have some damaging effects on them.
Yeah, they got their own drawbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And now we see a good old mouth Mysticer here.
Finally doing something.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to activate when Shuga dies.
Maybe, possibly.
Like it's like a failsafe if they fail, they could still like attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
And now back to Daichi and friends.
Yeah, enough of that. Um,
Yeah, and then now
this was something that I just thought was like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could have handled this better. Where
yeah.
Daichi's still in the process of choking himself, and Kaine's like taunting him and everything. That's like your suffering sounds so nice.
Yeah, like this
Your
is where
heart beats
Kaine
with
got
a
a
rhythm.
little. And this is where Kaine got a little too like emo edgy.
Oh yeah, he kind of goes full on edgelord, but uh, but yeah, Misora has the idea to tell Daichi to use his electric on his own self because it will like snap him out of the mind control thing.
It's like
And
yeah, and Daichi does it. You know what I mean?
yeah, he does it, and then he snaps out of it, and he's like, body. And then like there's some kind of like you can use electricity to like send like a shock through so your muscles know how to work and everything, and it's
Well,
I
I
don't
get
know. I feel like
there has been electric therapy, but you know what I mean, like
oh no, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying like I think it'd be better if Misora like I don't know
did something.
attacked. Yeah, like attacked Kaine, and then doing that like broke his concentration, which caused Daichi to not kill himself.
Or maybe if Jimmy like or she was able to break a string off Jimmy, maybe like that
Yeah,
could have.
just some. Nope, it's like she just tells Daichi to do everything, and then Daichi does everything. But that's about it.
And she's like, he's like my lovely tune. That bitch
Yeah,
destroyed it.
that girl totally destroyed it. Which
Like
is not entirely.
yeah,
I mean, like kind of wrong. It was the electricity, but
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then Daichi asks about what about so there's no one that loves me, or kind of is going on about how edgy and goth he is, and says nobody loves me and shit,
yeah,
and
don't believe in anybody.
and
The
then
only person you can trust is yourself.
yeah, and then Daichi's like, but, so what about your family, huh?
And this is where Kaine gets all dark as he remembers,
His backstory.
with I
I'm thinking that's his mom.
yeah, I know. He brings up his later on, but yeah, he looks over. He's playing the piano with this female figure, and then she playing the piano alone, and this causes Kaine to get really mad.
Yeah, really, really pissed. Like, but at least this is a lot more serious looking than when he was
Yeah,
based than the one panel.
yeah. This is basically where he's just like I only trust myself. I'm the only one.
It's me I trust. Me.
Yeah, and Daichi starts giving a whole spiel about how it's like, oh, you're actually just jealous, and that's why like you're jealous of people with friends around them. And then like the more he talks, the more Kaine's just like, I don't hear anything. I don't need this. I don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
And then
And Daichi's
Daichi just
basically
keeps telling
like, quit lying to yourself, man.
him, a person herself is the most pathetic kind of man.
Yeah. And so he's like, and Kaine's like, well, I can't turn back now. So I mean, so and yeah, he actually they do translate it here, but it says kimi no chikara ga hoshinda yo, which means like, yeah, I want your power.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, and I liked how when they show like, oh my god, he calls it Manson head, his technique.
Yeah, he calls it Manson head.
Okay.
I don't quite understand why how it's like he uses his music to like amplify himself, which puts him into I don't want to spoil it, but well, I mean we're at it already. He goes into Blazer Drive, which is like
The
like
the oh,
yeah, I call it the Super Saiyan
I
of the series, but
I
Kyle pointed it out.
I pointed out it's more like Kaioken
Yeah, and
because it
it
doesn't
is.
last because of how long it lasts. Because Kaioken doesn't last that long, and
Yeah. Also, Kaioken has a red aura to it, and apparently going Blazer Drive turns your skin red.
that's
So
what it looks
yeah,
like.
yeah.
For
Well, I
all
mean,
we know, it could be blue and yellow,
well,
and could
no,
be bullshitting
they say it's
ourselves.
red.
Uh,
They say it is.
oh, it is red. So
Uh,
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
So it is basically Kaioken. But I do like how the musical notes are
yeah.
kind of
So
like the top panel before he goes Blazer Drive. I do like how like the musical panel and like equations kind of go into his head.
yeah, that's the part that I think is just weird. That's like basically he uses the music to like amp himself up so that he can go into Blazer Drive. But why are there all these equations? What does math have to do with any of this?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I guess there is technically a science to music. There is a science to everything. And that's probably why.
I mean, I guess.
And now we come to the final chapter of this volume, which is chapter 14, The Returnable Place.
Solid name.
Yeah, I know, solid name. I know, right? And then we're now looking at the mist sticker that has the hands, which is basically it's Deodara
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Naruto. It's
yeah.
Deodara.
Bunch of uh,
A bunch of hands with mouths.
yeah. Fair. There are many more mouths, and there's kind of like finger, arms, and everything. I don't know. I still like. I still consider it more just a blob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a blob with mouths, but it resembles hands though. So that's why I said Deodara.
I get it. It's accurate. Um, but yeah, these hands and mouths start stretching all around the head, start eating blazers.
Yeah, it starts eating blazers and then we see the next picture showing like the chapter title with Ginga. We haven't seen Ginga in a while. I mean,
Yeah,
which is
with
nice.
his motorbike that I'm guessing he's fixing.
Yeah, looks like it, but still cool though.
Yeah, yeah, it looks it
And
looks
now
good.
we go back to Kaine going Kaioken.
Yeah. Are you guys feeling it?
Yeah, literally. And like Daichi's like laser drive. Wow, the mood's changed quite a bit. And somehow Miss Sora knows this shit.
Yeah. In the previous chapters, basically, she was talking to Melon-chan about it, and
Yeah, you're right.
Melon explains to her what Blazer Drive.
Is
Some Blaze
some Blazers
it
can do
where
this.
yeah, basically it brings out the maximum power in their it increases their strength and their speed, but they doesn't feel pain.
Yeah, they're kind
But
of they
like
have like
after
they're invincible for a while.
yeah, basically after it wears off, like their strong toll on the body. Like it's very
Yeah, yeah, and it's like yeah, and it like I said, it's very much like akin to Kaioken, or if we're gonna even go even to video game logic, like the Starman from like Super Mario,
yeah,
kind of. It's very akin to Kaioken or like the Starman, just like your power up in a sense.
yeah,
It's not like a form. It's not like a permanent power up type thing.
yeah. All and amplifies all of your stats,
Yeah,
and you don't feel pain. But like you die when it wears off. Like not really, you don't die, but it's like
like
you just
you're
you
done. This is like
yeah
this is it's kind of
you're
like your
basically
last
out of it.
resort type of thing.
Yeah,
And we see Kaine kind of drop it down. I do like how his face is kind of warped a bit
yeah.
here.
It's like one of those things where it's like artistic choice to show that he's just moving so incredibly fast. It's really nice.
Yeah, that is really nice artistic choice. But then and then we see Daichi kind of like flying back with Tumwai. He's stretching out the wires, trying to like so he could like save himself. And he's
Yeah.
basically swinging on a tree to kick. There's a lot of kicking in this volume.
Oh yeah, man. It's all about the kicks.
Like, and then he uses the Jeff Blast again,
F blast. What?
and then he uses
Doesn't do
and then Daichi uses Kindachi, and kind of is like, ha ha ha, you can't beat me.
it. Yeah. His electricity.
Yeah, he just absorbs the electricity,
Yeah, and he like threw the Daichi into the ground.
and then we see a Hayabiki Jeff Blast, or Hayabiki translates to playing speed Jeff Blast, or
He
like
just starts rocking it.
yeah, he starts
Starts
jamming.
dropping a nasty rift.
Yeah, he starts jamming out, dropping nasty riffs, just doing it.
Yeah.
And we just see more of the forest being destroyed.
Yeah. No more shockwaves. No. You just see parts of the forest actually exploding.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
again, no one cares.
yeah. No one in that city back there is like,
There's a skyscraper back there. I'm sure there's someone like over by the water cooler looking out, and it's like, oh, look at that. Someone's in the forest fighting again. Yep.
or like somebody's going, the fuck's going on here?
Is anyone gonna call anybody?
Nah, let them duke it out.
Just let them tire themselves out.
Boys will be boys. But no, and then we see good old hand mouse coming up, and then we see it's like slowly eating all the other NPC blazers.
Yep, just going around eating all the blazers.
Yeah, and just
And,
like the
this-
one guy's
this
like,
was something-
fire's not working on it, so we can't kill
Yeah.
it with fire.
This is something I actually forgot about. It shows that like the hands start like coming towards Melon, and they go around her and they attack the blazers that are behind her. And then even she points out that it's like, what? Why are they not attacking me? Oh, do these things only attack blazers? And then it like dawned on me. I didn't know that Melon-chan wasn't a blazer.
Yeah. Yeah, that means she must not be a blazer, or she hasn't unlocked her power. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No idea.
So like
mean,
or maybe she can hide her power so good. Maybe she is a blazer, or she can hide her power so good
Maybe.
Because that's my prediction, that she can hide her power from shit like this. Maybe kind of like maybe like a Rock Lee situation.
Yeah. I could believe it.
Yeah, but that's so weird. Like Melon's technically not a Blazer, and she's like the leader of Blazers.
Yeah. I mean, she's got that lets her she can just see blazers, but she's not a blazer herself.
Yeah, that's kind of odd, but now Kuroki's fighting it, Yuka's fighting it, Tenjik's taking some jabs at it, and Tenjik almost gets eaten by it.
Yeah, like they're cutting it up, but it just like regenerates itself. Tenjik like blasts out of it, but it just heals itself again.
Yeah, shit.
This is where Kuroki starts putting it together that he wanted us to
Gather blazes so they can get rid of them.
Yeah, so they could eat them for whatever this thing is doing.
Yeah. And then now, so this, and they're and yeah, like we said before, their target wasn't Daichi this time around. They were actually, or not to destroy a Blaze. They were just trying to get rid of anybody who would even be a slight threat.
Yeah.
To them. So like this thing will gobble them up, so they can kill all of them. I don't know if this thing kills it or not, but like,
I'll get into that chapter.
Well,
but
we'll find out later.
Yeah. But yeah, it goes back to
Daichi and friends.
Daichi and friends. Blowing up in the forest. How you do? But
yeah, just as you do on your day-to-day basis, we blow up forest.
Yeah,
And then
I did like this part, how it was Daichi blocked the attack that happened using his wires to create a mesh net.
That is actually cool. Quick thinking of Daichi there.
Yeah, and it's like it's one of, you really start thinking like how we were saying earlier about how was like showing that's like smarts she's using her head and everything. Daichi's very creative. He's very good at thinking on his feet.
Yeah, he's creative about his decisions, and yeah, like you said, he is good on thinking on his feet.
Yeah, he doesn't think things through, but when he needs to think of something, he gets a good idea pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty quickly he does. And then we see Kaine kind of got slammed into a tree.
Yeah.
And now we see his Kaioken wearing off.
Yeah, and he just kind of like can't move.
He's like, shit. And Daichi even points out, like, yeah, Blaze Rod doesn't last too long, huh?
Yeah, but even Kaine is still trying to taunt.
Just egg him on.
The subdivision has been destroyed by now. You don't have a home to return to. And you see a nice panel
of him being alone.
Flashback, the flash of him playing the piano alone. It's like, now you're more like me.
Yeah. And Daichi's like, a long, long time ago, I believed I was just like you.
And everyone's like, gasp.
Yeah, like, and then we just see flashbacks with him and Kuroki. Not Kuroki,
nice flashbacks of Chapter 1, or Volume 1.
Yeah, some of it's from Volume 1. Yeah, most of it's from Volume 1 of him and Ginga.
You get a nice shot of Daichi close up, going like, "It's different now."
Yeah, and it's like, Daichi's like, it's different now. Yeah, but I like that serious shot of Daichi. I will admit that.
He looks one thing that I really like about this volume is, in general, how many like close-up shots of people's face of when they're getting intense. Like even like Daichi has a lot of like
close-up shots.
Like this is kind of moments. It's
like,
showing how he's growing as a character.
Like, he is growing.
He still has his whole like
his narcissistic side about him a bit. Like,
I want to be cool and everything, but it's like Yeah, he still has his like wait, we got shit to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not like he pulled out his phone during a battle and like started taking selfies and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like at least it's like he's grown out of not doing that. At least doing that, you know what I mean, during a battle.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. And I realized we're now seeing like this sensation of those eyes, and like when kind of is looking from like I guess this is the left side. He doesn't look that good in design. You know what I
You mean
mean?
from his you mean from his right side?
Yeah, yeah. I guess his right side. I'm using it as my left. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. When I'm
Yeah,
looking,
yeah, okay.
but like he does not look good. In you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I I,
In like
I think it's just that left eye of his. Like it's just weird from that angle.
yeah, he just looks weird in an angle. And the one I keep going back to where he kind of looks a little derpy, like kind of a little off. That also happens with that same kind of shot too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
But we see kind of getting like intense, and he's not backing down.
No, like he realizes that it's like or like he starts to realize that it's like, oh my god, like what is this feeling that I'm feeling? I do I envy Daichi? And like he that just pisses him off so much that it's like, no, I can't stand that. And so he's got to
I can't stand the
force
power of
that.
friendship shit.
Yeah. And this is where he slaps on another sticker on top of
Jimmy.
on top of Jimmy and gets a Jimmy's second form, which you really don't get like a really good close up of, but
But
that he gets Spike here in the back.
yeah, it seems to be pretty damn cool though.
Yeah.
But then like and then we see like close up of like everybody. We see the dog Shiro. We see Kuroki. We see two other Blazers that we don't remember their names of. We see
Hmm. Yeah,
Misora.
remember those two guys?
Yeah, yeah. Remember those two guys that we don't know the names of, who might have only like
I think those are either Cloud Sky members or they are just the
they're just guardians.
Blazers that they yeah the two guardians that they ran into for like the
The
test
the
to make sure.
initiation.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we see Misora. We see Tenjik, Yuyuka, Melanchan, Ginga looking like he's dead.
But he's happy. He's smiling.
He's smiling, happy, dead. And then we see Daichi using Tamamayu like with all the wires kind of pointing up at like with like an explosion. And
Now, this is just something like maybe it just like sounds weird because it's like translated or whatever, but the this is like the technique he's using is oh yeah like, he has a whole thing that it's like I'll always have a home to return to. That's the theme of this chapter.
like
But uh, but yeah, so like he has the wires all pointing to like one spot, and then like electricity flows into them, and he calls the critical concentrated explosion.
yeah,
Now it's like maybe in Japanese, but when you translate it, it's something Daichi would say.
yeah, I know. Les Paul like. And now we see now we kind of see like a cool shot of Jimmy a little more. It's yeah, it got spikier.
Yeah, you got mouth where the guitar like where you strum and everything is bigger, and it looks more demonic.
Yeah. And then we see the big attack. Izanagami. And now we see a string broke and smacked Kaine right in the face. And he gets electrocuted. He gets burned to shit.
He explodes.
Yeah. literally explodes. And then we see Kenta, the dog. It's like he's like in front of like this like in front of the angel statue from before.
And he's thinking about Kaine.
Yeah, he's thinking about Kaine. Like, I guess Kaine was defeated. And Kaine's being all kind of like, and he's like, one day you will be betrayed.
Yeah.
And then says, now Daichi is like, who lies to his own heart? And then they're basically having a back and forth about like just basically him and Daichi are basically like having a back and forth about like betrayal and shit. And Daichi basically hurt his heart saying like, save me. Like, say trust me. And it's like, you heard wrong. Awful noise.
Freaking noise.
Yeah, and I guess this is the last we see of Kaine. I don't know. We might see more of him. Maybe not. Well, I definitely know we won't see any more of Shuga. He's just dead.
Hey, he's gone now.
Yeah, cool character's gone. But now we see the mouth hand goop thing is pretty much like blocking off all the exit. And now they're basically trying to figure out like wait, fire doesn't defeat this shit, and or crush it does. What the hell defeats this thing?
And they had this brilliant idea. It's electricity. Through all of the arms and get to the heart, and then but they're all. It's just like, okay, well, I got this electric sticker, I'll use it. But everyone's like, nah, that.
Daichi's Daichi's got like this. No, I got this shit.
Well, yeah, it's just like something of that magnitude would never work if only Daichi were here, and then he shows up.
Yeah, it's like nah, guys, I got this shit. It's like, I got you, fam.
I do like this a bit, where you see like the electricity follows the wires into the
the monster thing.
Yeah, it shocks it, and then Daichi's sitting there and he's doing the whole like, yeah, everyone's probably looking at me, I'm pretty badass. And then he sees everyone just started running like after it, and then he's like, I was so shining that they it was too much for them, so they had to leave, right?
Like that was fun.
Crap, I gotta go.
It's like, oh shit, I gotta go. Like, no, that was funny though, and
guys, wait up.
Yeah. And now it's like this thing runs away and is now returning as a Mysticker. So it's like, and then we meet this guy who is not a Guardian. Apparently.
Nope, but he is another one of my theme with this. You see a man with a nice business suit and holding a briefcase.
Yeah, he's the Flame Salary Man.
Yeah, he picks up the Goop Man Mysticker, and he goes business.
He's very formal.
Yeah, and they read the business card, and it tells him that he is the Flame Salary Man of the Keeling Realm.
And Daichi's like, I thought you would be from the Queenling Realm. Like, really, dude? It says it right on the fucking business card.
What did you? What? Especially.
What do you mean?
When you?
It's like, what else? Where else is whole Queenling Realm?
He's not a Guardian. Yeah. No, it's just like when everyone shows up and it's like, he's not a Guardian. Who else would be there? Why would he pick up that sticker? Of course he's a Keeling Realm member.
Yeah, but now he's got the Ultra Power Fire Mysticker on his his neck.
I do really like how he has a business card though. It's really funny.
Yeah, that is actually funny because he's basically he is a salaryman technically.
Yeah. And I just like how it says just at the top of it, a battle and
24 hours. So I guess he can. I guess he can win a battle in 24 hours.
I think it just means like I think there's gonna be another one.
Yeah. Which now,
I think I don't really remember. But yeah, he flames.
yeah, and yeah, he kind of flames out of Daichi's Tamamayu wires. Literally, just kind of like
Yep.
whoop, just slid out of him somehow with flames, and that's kind of cool. I kind of like this guy already. Sumiya,
Yep.
his name is, by the way.
I do like. I do think it's kind of weird how uh, Kuroki is like thinking to himself, and he just says like, even after that flame, his mist sticker isn't burned. Thinking like, is that a thing? Like, do the mist stickers just kind of burst into flames after a while?
I
What even a
guess
thing?
so. I guess that there hasn't been any like there hasn't been any like I think thing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when someone's defeated, their sticker just falls off of them, and
Yeah,
it's like that's it.
yeah. And Sumiya's like, well, yeah. Oh shit, I'm late. I'm gonna be late for my next job.
And then he bursts into a flame into
Into a flame and
and then leaves
disappear.
again.
So, and he took the mist sticker with all those strong blazers inside. I guess they're inside it now.
Yeah,
And now
pretty much.
they find out like yeah, it's my all the guardians are now pretty much gone.
There's like I'm not gonna sit here and count them. There's like 10 of them. I'm gonna say throwing
Yeah,
out rough numbers. Let's go with 10.
I'm
They're
gonna
they're
say
all
like
that's
10, maybe 15 at like the most.
yeah.
And like
Okay, I took the time to count. It's 13.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, basically, this- well, I brought you into this, and all the Blazers are just like, What are you apologizing for? Like, we'll be ready for him next time. And Melanchan gets all
emotional.
uh, yeah,
It's like you guys,
basically
and
they're
it
gonna rebuild. We're still alive. Division 3 is still, or Guardian Section 3 is not destroyed. We're gonna be
we're
better than
still
ever.
here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and everybody knows like everybody knows that they're gonna keep on going. And now Kaine is now locked in a cell.
Yep. And he's still he thoughts remembering about Daichi,
And we see a
then
bit more
remembering his
about his
past,
past.
where he just says like, "Please, no, don't go. Believe me." The next panel, he's covered in blood.
Blood. Which
What
I don't.
happened?
Yeah, I know. I want to know. Like, and he's crying blood too. Oh, it's his big sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's his big
or at
sister.
least that one was. I don't. Like, yeah, I think she was the one that was with the on the piano. I'm
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
but yeah,
It's not too. It's not too. It doesn't explain too much either. But
you know,
I'm assuming that's her. That's his
a
big
little
sister.
taste here and there.
Yeah.
One.
Oneson. And then now we see another person with Sumiya, and she's got a flower motif going on, and they placed down another one of those hand mouth mist stickers.
I think it is the one that it is the one that he took, the one that ate the people,
Yeah,
and
and then they're placing on this like ritual thing.
yeah, this hey, there's 5 pillars of the Keeling realm, and there's 5 chairs on this weird ritual throne area. I wonder what it means.
Means ooh spooky. All right, and
But
that is the end of Volume 4. All right. Before we go, your thoughts on Volume. I want to know your thoughts on Volume 4.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was very
Uh,
enjoyable.
yeah, I mean, it's good. It had, like I said, it had
A lot of action.
Misora's, yeah, like Misora's moment.
Which
Granted, like she had one chapter and then did nothing for the rest of it, but
yeah, but at least it was one chapter devoted to her.
yeah,
It
and
didn't it didn't segment off too much like it normally does.
yeah,
Like during at least during Misora's chapter, it didn't segment off like, oh, what's going on with Kuroki? Oh, what's going on with Daichi? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
There was actual good pacing with her chapter.
yeah, and um, uh, like Daichi and Kaine's fight is still like one of my favorites. Like it's just like it's a cool fight
Yeah, it is a pretty cool
with
fight.
it introduces the whole like blazer drive mode thing.
The Blazer
Um,
Drive Kaioken.
yeah, and one thing that I didn't like about which I guess I didn't realize it the first time, or maybe I did and I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't like how it's just like Kaine does this whole blazer drive thing, loses. He still can't beat Daichi, but then
Mm-hmm.
he he increases the power of Jimmy and he jumps up and he goes to use his ultimate attack. I'm guessing his ultimate attack, the
Yeah,
pole thing.
And then Daichi just does like, nope, no way.
Yeah, and it just like it doesn't do anything. Like literally, like, guys has all this power up and everything, and he goes and does I don't know two-headed dragon. He
Bullshit.
charges down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Daichi's just immediately just dissipates it and strikes him and takes him out. Like it's just kind of lame. But I mean, like the attack is badass. Don't get me wrong, but it's like just the way it kind of lame. Um,
Okay. And no, it's like with it actually did well, it did do the thing where it's like you know in a lot of other series where they want to show like the transformation thing and you wait for the people to attack during that transformation sequence.
yeah,
It kind of did that.
yeah, it did. Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, this one was pretty good. There were some derpy moments with Kaine, but other than that, it was pretty.
Kuroki and
Shu
Shuga had their scene.
had their scene.
Um,
Misora had her moment. Daichi
yeah,
was sucked is sucking lesser and lesser every chapter, every volume. Now, I
yeah.
mean,
Sumiya got introduced, and he's one of my other favorite characters.
yeah, I
Like
want
I
to see
said,
more of him. Like, I want to see more of
pretty
Sumie.
pretty much all of the Keeleen members.
Are pretty cool.
Yeah, I just think they're evil and they're all kind of like, but uh, yeah, their personalities. They're very interesting. I
They
really
have
like.
good character. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're written
exactly.
pretty well for the most part. You know what I mean? They're written pretty well.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anything else to say?
Um, no, I I, I, know- I honestly don't know what's after this. Like I don't. Um.
Well,
But yeah.
we got 5 more volumes of Blades of Drive.
Whew.
Yeah, we got 5 more of these. And then
5 more volumes, once every 3.
weeks. Once every 3 weeks, you know. So we'll be
Yeah,
still reading Blades of Drive for a while. So okay,
we'll get there. We'll
yeah,
get there one
we'll
day.
get there. We'll get there. All right, tune into next week for we'll be reading Tegami Bachi Volume 2, and I will leave the links in the description for where you can buy and where you can at least purchase and read it in Japanese or in English, and just in Blaze of Drive's case, in Japanese only, and only Volume 1. So I'll leave the link to Seishi Kishimoto's other work. And yeah. Always support the official release any way you can. And all right, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See ya.
See ya.